Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Mary Tudor, Queen of England. Some would call her Bloody Mary, but we're going to get into that a bit later. So, firstly, Mary was born on 18th of February 1516 in the place of Placenta, Greenwich, England. Mary was the only surviving child of Catherine of Aragon. She was baptised as a Catholic shortly after her birth in 1525. Henry VIII named her Princess of Wales. Henry sent his daughter to live in the Welsh border, which he would neglect, and arrange a marriage for her. As you can imagine, she did not have a good start, and her dad didn't really care about her. Henry was frustrated by the lack of male heirs, so Henry decided his marriage to Catherine Bow, claiming that because she was married to Henry's deceased brother, the marriage was incestuous. He established Church of England so he could marry Catherine's maid, Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn gave birth to Elizabeth. So Annie decided that to take it upon herself, as she was getting paranoid because Mary was next in line for the throne, so she decided to go to Parliament and declare Mary legitimate. This would have placed the princess outside the succession on the throne, to place Elizabeth next in line on the throne. So Henry found out about the scheming Annie and beheaded her in 1536 for treason. Henry then married his third wife, Jane Seymour. He finally gave him a son, which was Edward VI. Jane insisted that he made amends with both his daughters. He would only amend his relationship with Mary if she acknowledged him as head of Church of England and admitted that the marriage to get her legal under duress. Mary agreed. Although Mary rejoined the royal court, her religious beliefs created conflict. This tension continued until her brother's death, Edward, at the age of 15. After the death of Mary's brother, Edward, Mary challenged the throne and was successfully deposed the new queen. Lady Jane Grey, which is the granddaughter of Henry's younger sister, in a secret meeting between Edward and his advisors, tried to overthrow Mary. Mary was the first queen to have total control, and boy did she let everybody know. I mean, she really did. I mean, she is a pretty bad person. Mary tried to be open about other religions. I mean, they say she did, but I don't think she did. I mean, she plotted and she twisted ideas. And she was a very devoted Catholic. Mary was 37 years old when she was remained childless. So Mary had no children, and the throne would be passed to her half-sister. Mary did not want her sister to be the next in line because she's not a Catholic. What she decided to do was arrange her own marriage to Philip of Spain, Prince Philip of Spain. This made Mary unpopular. She wanted to repress on reporting many of her father's religious defects. Mary wanted to make her own. She included a very strict law, resulting in the burning of hundreds of Protestants. As you can imagine, this did not make Mary popular. This named her the name of Bloody Mary. The marriage to Spanish King Philip produced no children. Philip was hardly ever there. He would not come over to England, so she had to keep going over to him. He would not share any of his wealth, so there was a lot of conflict, which ended up having a war between Spain and England. So, childless and grief-stricken, in 1558, Mary faced many forced pregnancies, and as we know now she would have suffered from ovarian cancer, and this is where she died at St James Palace in London on 17th of November 1558, and this is when Elizabeth became queen in 1559. Bloody Mary has become some kind of a folklore legend. It is said if you look into the mirror in the dark with a white candle and chant Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary 3 times, she will appear in the mirror. Others said and believe that if you say that you believe in Bloody Mary or you killed her baby 3 times in the mirror, that she will appear or she will attack you. Other people think that Bloody Mary might have been Elizabeth Bathory, also known as the Queen of Blood. She murdered young women and she bathed in that blood. There's also another Mary, and she was a witch, and she was executed in the Salem witch trials. I mean, regardless where it came from, I do think that there is a lot of controversy around it. I mean, she did kill a lot of people, so she does have a lot of blood on her hands. So I think in her own right, she is. Have you ever tried to do the Bloody Mary? Let me know if you tried it. Put it in the comments below. Let me know if any other spooky legend, folklore stories you want me to do. Let me know. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.